man, what's your name? Who are you?
My name is Icy Mike, baby.
Okay.
How you doing?
Icy Mike.
Okay, Icy Mike.
Happy Foxy.
I already know. Now I confirmed that, baby. I know.
Sure can.
You slick, lady. I like you. What's your name, mama?
Just what I just told you. You said you Icy Mike, I'm Hotsy Totsy.
But mama, I didn't want to put my shit out until I start my podcast.
You start a podcast too?
Hell yeah, shit. There's money in this shit. Excuse my French, but I have a potty mouth. I say, forget this shack. We're gonna say shack. S-H-I-T. Shack.
All right.
But because I respect you. But I was locked up with Tim back in 2005. I did 11 years and 2 months in the Missouri Department of Corrections. I was at Crossroads. I started out first. I went on a 120-day shock at Farmington, and they were so racist at motor school. I'm like, who they think they talking to?
So,
y'all
sir,
not know who I am? I was locked up with City Spud. I was locked up with Tim. We was at Pacific back in 2005 when he caught that case on that white boy. But the only reason he didn't get that charge, because Pacific, because y'all from St. Louis, I'm from the other part of, I'm back west. But the only reason he didn't get that charge was cracking that white boy. But I mean, I was in the canteen line with him when he did it.
Wait, who are you talking about? Who hit a white boy in the line?
Tim did shit.
Oh.
I was there in the canteen line when he did it. He cracked that white boy dead in the face. When you hear something go crack, and I was in housing unit 2, dorm B. They had A, B, C, and D. I was like B dorm. So you come to the front of the thing, or you walk straight to my dorm. And the white boy had to get a life flight out of there because he had screws in his face. He was in my dorm. I think Tim was over in D dorm, him and City Spud. They was in D dorm. You know, that's like the first door to the right when you come in the building right there. A dorm is to the left, D dorm to the right, and B dorm is like straight forward, and C dorm is like cat corner. And I was like, I'm telling you, I was there. I was kitchen. Everybody that came through Pacific Correctional Center, Missouri, some bullshit. I know it was Pacific. I was way away from home. I know that. Because when Tim came through, it was before he got there, somebody came to me, they called me by my name when I was in the penitentiary. I ain't going to disclose my name and shit. But they said my name and they said, hey, Blase Skippy, my partner coming in from Blase Skippy Camp. So you take it where he can't get it work in the kitchen. Because I was working in the kitchen. I signed everybody when the transfer came on Tuesdays and Thursdays at every institution. It was Tuesdays and Thursdays where new inmates come into the institution. You got motherfuckers leaving the institution, you got motherfuckers coming in. And everybody had to work in the kitchen that came on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That was the transportation days. Come to Jeff City and shit and all. That's where Jeff City was the main hub where you go and they say, you're going to Pacific, Missouri. You're going to Al Gore. You're going to Crossroads. You're going to Bowling Green. You're going to Potosi. You know, Jeff City was the main hub where you change buses and shit. And so I was the clerk in the kitchen, so motherfucker come, hey, can you, my partner girl, come up here, can you take him out the kitchen? Because I made the roster to take around every Friday. I took the rosters around to the dorms and shit, you know, for them to wake motherfuckers up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, come to work in the kitchen and shit. You had, because City Spud, I couldn't get him out the kitchen, but at the time, Tim wasn't high profile, you know, until after he got out, they knew about because they didn't start the TV show until after he got out of penitentiary. But City Spud, he was already high profile because Nelly was allegedly his brother, I think his lover. But, you know, I'm telling you.
Air Force One. Okay, go ahead, Ice.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm not, I don't sugarcoat shit. If real is real and fake is fake. I did 11 years and 2 months in the motherfucking penitentiary. I'm not proud of it. I don't want to go out there and rape no motherfucker. I was a fighter. I used to have to register my hands because I was just violent, you know. But
You got to respect the channel now. We don't want to.
Yeah, okay, boo. I apologize, babe. But when Tim came through, James Timothy Norman, when he came through, he wasn't high profile. So his partner, somebody came to me like, hey, so can you get my partner? He's coming in from let's say Al Gore or something, or he's coming in from Cameron. Can you take him out the kitchen? I can make him where he never looked like he never showed up on the camp as far as the kitchen was concerned. I said, well, you know, it's going to be 2 boxes of cigarettes, 1 for each month, because they had to work the kitchen for like 45 to 60 days. You had to work in the kitchen. And then after them 60 days, you had to get a job either in the housing unit or in the gym or in the furniture warehouse or wherever, you know. But I could get you out for the first 3 days. I said, I need my box of cigarettes. I said, I need them. So before I make this roster, do you have your box of cigarettes? He's like, yeah, bro, I got you. All right, well, get my box of cigarettes. And I had my people to collect my stuff. You know, I'd be like, hey, my Phylly. I say, bro, I said, collect this box of cigarettes from this dude right here. And if he ain't got it by the time I get done with this roster, he gonna be in the kitchen. But Tim had money, you know, so they never knew he was even on the camp as far as working in the kitchen. They don't know if he was working in the laundry or if he was working in the furniture shop or if he was in the gym working, you know, because I already took him out of the system. I worked on the computers, you know, and you know, I did the roster, I did payroll, I signed everybody to their job at Pacific, Missouri, you know, penitentiary.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna tell y'all the rest of it until I just gave y'all a little teaser. I'll tell y'all the rest once I start my channel.
Okay, but well, that was some good tea. So you saw Tim knock out a man, huh?
I ain't gonna let you know all that until I start my channel, but you got the records already. You already know what deal was. I saw it, but you know, but yeah, I mean, cause I'm trying to start my own thing. That's why I'm going to these different channels. I'll be messing with Perry and my bad, boo. I apologize.
That's okay. Well, thank you for calling in and telling me what little you did tell me. I appreciate it.
But I was locked up with Tim in City Spud. Hey, yeah, but I told everybody, I said, once City Spud get out, he gonna leave Ashanti and show his poop stinks. He was with his son. He left Ashanti because of being locked up with City Spud. And he was just as soft and sensitive as hell. What was his bodyguard in there? You know, because Tim was like, you know, because I used to work out and stuff. But because when Tim came and told me, he said, me and my mama gonna have, because he knew I loved Oprah. He said, me and my mama gonna have our own show, our cooking show, our restaurant on the OWN channel, because the OWN channel wasn't, who knows about the OWN channel back in 2005, because it didn't come out until like after he got out. Because I didn't know nothing about the OWN. I'm like, yeah, all right, nigga, I'm ready to go work out. I ain't trying to hear all that. He's like, no, I'm serious. I said, I am too. I'm going to have a show on because they knew I loved Oprah back then. Now I don't really respect her anymore. But he's like, no, and me and my mom. I said, okay. But then when I got out and I saw, and then Bruce was at Pacific too. I was at another camp with Bruce. I think Mobley.
Really? What did Bruce do? And, why was Bruce in?
He got Bruce on as like a manager too or something because Bruce could cook. And when Tim came to Pacifica he's like, man, can you I said, man, I took you out the roster. I can't bring you in here because man, I can cook. I said, man, I can't bring you in here now. You're going to get me in trouble because they don't even know you exist in the system, in the kitchen. I said, man, no, I can't give you no job in here now. You know, because he was trying, I'm like, you going to mess up my stuff. Then they going to say, and then I'll just be like, I missed him some kind of way. You ain't going to never get me caught up because me and the food service manager, we was jammed.
Well, may I ask, excuse me, how did he know that he was going to be on Oprah and she didn't even have the show?
No, this is back in 2005, ma'am. He knew, he knew that because he came to me, I was ready to go work out after I left from the kitchen. And I was going to work out, and he's like, "Blase Skippy, you know, me and my mama gonna have a show in the open window." And I'm like, "Man, come on with that bull stuff." I said, "I am too," and I just kept on. He said, "No, I'm serious. I said, "Okay." And then when I got out in 2009, and I think they came on like about 2010 or 2011, whatever it was, but I got in 2009. And then when I saw Sweetie Pies, but I didn't know nothing because I didn't know nothing about St. Louis. And then I saw Tim, Norman. I said, then that's what we call Big Tim in the penitentiary, because he was big. And I'm like, damn, he wasn't lying. I said, I just took consideration what he was saying, because, you know, I was stuck in the penitentiary, because everybody came to me because they didn't want to work in the kitchen, because you had to get up at 3.
When did Tim get out of? Let me say this, Ice, because the OWN show really wasn't around, I don't think, in 2005, and Tim was in prison. I heard he didn't start talking about the Oprah show until he was out of prison. But you're telling us that he was telling you?
No. Well, that means you wasn't there. That's news you could use, because you wasn't there. I'm telling you what he told me.
You right, honey. I wasn't in the jailhouse.
Yeah, you wasn't there.
Penitentiary.
No, I got out in 2009. So I don't know when he got out, but I know he told me I was years ago. I was in Pacific, because when that white boy stabbed me at Cameron, they had locked me up in the hole because they knew I was gonna get him. And they lowered my custody level from a level 4 to a level 3, because Pacific is a 1, 2, 3 camp. They sent me way away from my home and to Pacific, and that's where I met Tim at. You know, and that was in 2004, because I got parole. I got my custody level lowered November 2004. I did almost a year in Cameron before I got stabbed by that white boy, because I beat the shit out of him in the kitchen. He broke a broomstick and stuck me in my neck.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that's when they lowered my custody level 2 or 3 and sent me to they sent me to Pacific, you know, because they knew, and then Pacific is a racist butt camp, because they know when you get to a custody level, that was a racist camp. But let me tell you how he got off on that, though, because it was more black guards and upper staff, like administrators and stuff at Pacific, and then like City Spur got that one girl fired. That one security guard girl. Hey, Tony, I'm gonna call you back.
We don't know who it is.
I'm gonna call you back, Tony.
Woo-cha.
All right. But yeah, that one girl, she's a bad motor scooter. City Spur got that girl, that security guard girl fired. They was screwing like a mug at Pacific, because I used to keep bus for them. City Spur, that one, man, why would you tell her? He told on the woman. She bringing dope and stuff in there for you, and you gonna tell on the woman because you got caught with dope, and you gonna tell, you know. But I'm giving y'all too much of that. But anyhow, I'm there
for your podcast, baby.
Yeah, go ahead and say that for your podcast. And I thank you for calling in, Ice, and giving us some tea and letting us know that you were in prison with Tim, and you saw him having have a brawl at one point.
He wasn't all big and bad, and he knew, because it was some warriors in
the. Was a big guy in prison, so he looked like he could defend himself, right? Did he have to fight anybody else?
Hey, Miss Phil, let me tell you something. When you're in the penitentiary, it don't care how big you are. If you just come into that camp and somebody put a shot on you, and be like, oh, Blase Skippy coming to, like, I had all the information being the clerk in the kitchen. I know everybody that's coming to the camp before anybody else knows who's coming to the camp. But when you coming onto a camp that you're unfamiliar with, and you got people that got stompers, do you know what stompers are?
No.
Them a shank. You know, and if you got 2 or 3, if you that the biggest Tim is, and you got 3 Thundercats coming at you after you with some stompers, you ain't shit. He knew that. He wasn't pushing his weight around like that. You hear me? I was there. And that's real. In the penitentiary, he was meow. I know that for a fact. I was there.
He was meow?
You know,
wait, he was meow in the penitentiary? Did he?
Hell yeah. Let me tell you something, Phylly, baby, on some real. like I said, I did 11 years, 2 months. Ain't nothing that I'm proud of. I used to fight, and somebody tried to rob me, and I said, and I got him. You know what I'm saying? All he did was cut me into my left eye over here with about, all I got is a cut on the side of my eye. But I damn near bludgeoned him, and he shitting and pissing in the back to this day. Excuse my French, alleged. No, I ain't gonna say alleged, but I did it. You know, I did my time for it. But you know what? When you go to the penitentiary, hey, Phil, let me tell you something. I done seen so much in them years that I've been locked up, and I thank God I made it through it. You know.
That's right.
And them ones going there like they stick their chest all out and all that. When you first come into an unfamiliar camp, Phylly, you gonna be timid as hell because you like, I don't know what's going on in here. The kid in the penitentiary Pacific, he just did them white boys. You know, I mean, when I tell you I was right behind him when he hit that white, because that hunky top, that pink motherfucker.
Wait, sir. Come on now. You got to watch your language, Iceman.
Yes, ma'am, baby. But when I saw him hit that pink boy in his face like that, I was like, it was Tim, it was City Spud, it was me. Because I work in the kitchen. I can just jump the line because I'm in the kitchen all day. You know, from like early morning to late at night doing the roster for everybody that works in the kitchen, put them in their jobs and stuff. When that white boy, because I think he jumped him in the line or he bumped up against him and called him an NIGGA. And Tim, I'm telling you, I felt it. I'm like, let's get out the way about this. He hit that boy so hard, Phylly. I'm not lying.
I know you're not. I believe you.
No, you see how big he is? And just imagine being in the penitentiary all them years. Because that was 2005. He got out, 2010? I got out in 2009. I left from Algora in that city. But he hit that boy so hard. If he wouldn't have been at Pacific, he'd got some more time. Because Pacific is mainly black, more black administrators and all that. So, but that all the black guards, that's why I say they was finding black girls left and right, because they was having sex with the inmates.
And Iceman, when you put up your channel, I'd like to speak with you also. It's been a joy.
Yes.
I just got to get me a laptop and stuff because I'm not working. I just went to a couple of interviews today, so I'm not working right now. It's just me and my 2 dogs, but I ain't got to start paying rent until September, so I'm good. I just got to get me a laptop and start working from there, but I'm gonna put one up.
Yes, sir. What name are you gonna call it? Iceman Chronicles?
No, I don't know yet. Y'all got to come up with some stuff on your show.
Are you in the city of St. Louis?
No, ma'am. I'm in Kansas City, baby.
Oh, okay. So they put jobs here.
Yeah, but when I first went down, we went to Fulton, Missouri for the diagnostics. Now they got St. Joe up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Fulton when back in the day, everybody used to have to go through Fulton when I went down, back in 98.
Well, Iceman, until you start your podcast, feel free to call over here anytime.
Okay, I am. I'm gonna have me a computer because I went to this one job this morning, and the lady, she caught COVID and stuff. But the guy that gave me the tour. That said, so when they give you the tour, that you got the job. But she got the lady to do that. That's gonna hire me because he said, we gonna want you because he said the other dude, he said he walk like Fred Sanford. And, it consists of a lot of walking. It's like just pulling trash at the city market.
Well, I hope you get and I hope you get your laptop. Well, you can just start with a nice iPhone or something. You don't have to have your laptop. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I said, you don't need a laptop. You can just use your good old smartphone to make a video until you can. I started out with just a phone. You don't need a laptop. Just do it. Okay.
Okay, mama. Okay, Phylly. I be watching. I'm the one that turns to well. I'm the one that turns to that one girl turned to all three, but I was telling her. I said, Phylly, that one girl didn't know your name. I said, that's Phylly Phil. When remember, who you talked to yesterday. I ain't gonna say the name no more. But she's wanting to get the story about Tim them.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'm the one that told her. I told her, yo, I said, I watched her all the time. When y'all ain't on the thing, her and, her husband.
Right.
And so I'm the one. So I'm the one that gave her your name.
Thank
I was
you.
on the phone. I was on the phone with you talking to you.
Well, thank you, Iceman, for looking out for me.
Yeah. I heard the whole conversation. I said, yeah. I said, Phylly, she on that stuff for real. So you stay on here with me for a minute.
And Iceman, it's been a joy talking to you because, honey, you are full of information.
Phylly, I'm gonna try my cash out. I got a lot. Don't be putting mine out there.
I got you. And you be a very swell person because I know you got it going on wherever you are.
I am. I'm dead center heart of Cass City, Missouri, baby. Live by myself, me and my 2 dogs, and my baby.
I'll send you some money.
Who you? I need to go get some more beer. Who gonna send me a cash out?
Iceman, they're not talking about
I know what you know about Kim anyway. And City first. I see Mike 106.
Okay, give it to the needy. I'm okay, all right.
I'm needy as a mother. I gotta give me a laptop.
Well, if you want to
right.
wait, well, Iceman, if you want my people to cash out,
the job sign, I see Mike 1006 capital I-C-Y.
Iceman.
M-I-K-E 1006.
Wait a minute, Iceman. If you want my people to cash out,
Hey, I'm telling you, we ain't gonna do City Furnace to that another day. We gonna do Tim right now.
That's what I want. I want Tim. You gonna have to give us some more.
I'm giving you all of that, but you can't use. I'm telling you, you can get the dates until I was there with him. Miss what was the food service manager's name? That was my motor school. Didn't nobody like her but me, cause they used to bring me food and everything. Sergeant Franklin used to bring me food. Miss Webb, because City Spurs' last name is Webb. And I wondered if they was related. I said, Miss Webb, when I saw his name, because that's why I couldn't get him out the kitchen, because he was too high profile. That's when Sergeant Franklin had to go into the computer to add him in the kitchen. Because they put him on the food cards from morning for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you had to get the whole food cards, the food is going to the whole. You had to be up there at 3:30 in the morning because they fed them like about 4:30, And he had to come up there at 3:30 in the morning, wake him up at 3:30 in the morning and get up there and be in the kitchen. And then he had to come back. They messed his whole day up. For lunch, he had to be there at like 10:30 in the morning because they fed the trays at like 11:30 in the hole.
Okay, well.
And then he had to come back at like 2:30 for the dinner trays. They messed City Spurs.
I can give me the information again.
$ capital I.
Iceman.
C-Y, everything else is small. C is in candy, Y is in yellow, small M is in Mike.
Thank you.
I is in ice cream. Okay, you can't tell me.
I didn't ask you to cash out me.
See, Miss Phylly, when money become involved, you see what happened to Tim, right?
I see, honey. Let's just let that go.
Hey, mama, I ain't watching like that.
Listen, what we gonna do? We gonna gonna plan another show. You gonna come on and you gonna hit the link. You gonna actually hit the link on StreamYard, and you gonna get over here and you gonna talk to the people and build a rapport with them, and they're gonna get to know you. So when you start your channel, you're gonna be ready, okay?
Okay.
Miss Phylly, why don't you get him a few coins since you getting some?
I know. I will. I'm gonna have to cash up Iceman. I am gonna cash up Iceman. He gonna give him more information.
ICYMIKE 1006.
You going to
birthday, October the 6th.
You going
1006.
You going too fast, Iceman.
Okay, it's already, you already know the dollar sign, capital I, and everything else is little. CYICICY, small MIKE, 1006. My birthday, October 6th, 1006.
$IC Mike.
But I'm ready to get it to. I need to get a laptop, mama, and a microphone. I ain't really trying to do no cooking. I want to be somewhere with anybody on my back. So when he gave me that tour of that building down at City Hall, the City Market this morning, you ain't doing nothing. That's free money.
Thank you.
But,
thank you. Look, thank you for IC.
And then I went to Woodley Building Maintenance. I worked with them back in 2016 when I drove the school bus. That was like my part-time job in the evening after I drove the school bus from 5 to like 10. And, you know, I'm going to clean up. Yeah, I'm going to give y'all a tour of my house. You know, now I ain't going to let y'all see my house, so y'all probably be trying to come on. Let me.
I hear you. That's right. Keep all
that personal.
Interviews this morning. So I told him, I said, because I started to clean up on Independence Avenue. I was by myself. I cleaned it for like 2 miles by myself until they gave me some workers up under me. But they said, man, you was cleaning all by yourself. They said, they got 10 people down here now, and they don't even look like when you was cleaning it. That's what all the bus drivers tell me, because I'm not driving right now.
Thank you guys for the cash apps and the super chat. If you want to send Iceman stuff that he got on here and helped out the channel and gave us some story, and hopefully he'll come back, you can do that. Thank you, Iceman. Thank you, Auntie.